Hi folks, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this over Christmas, I hope you are having a fantastic holiday. It's 2023 and we've finally got our hands on a new INEOS Grenadier. We've been dying to get our hands on one of those for ages. Got a regular customer who happens to have purchased one. He loves modernist vehicles and this one's no exception. It's a bit of a collaboration because we're not the only people who have got involved with this. As you can see, it's finished in a satin wrap, which looks absolutely incredible. And that is done by Signature Detail in Bishops Stortford. They are a fairly new company. I think they've been going around about 5 years, but they are taking the market by storm. They're incredibly busy, and you can see why when you look at the quality of their workmanship. It's also been to Buzz Specialist Vehicles over in Hoddesdon, and they are responsible for the wheels and tyres, which really set this truck off. It's a completely different offset. And they've also gone for a smaller wheel size and a bigger tyre, and they're a mud terrain tyre, and it really looks apart. Buzz have also supplied bits like this. I mean, how cool is that? I can't pull it out, it's a little bit stiff on this side. Stainless steel step, you fold it down, you can jump up and get to the areas you can't normally access. You've got all the protection. But in the back here, this is the really cool bit. Look at this storage system. So all of these lockable drawers are absolutely rock solid. There's no vibration, there's no movement. It's not like the traditional drawer sets you'd expect to find in a commercial vehicle. These things are absolutely rock solid. They're proper bearing mounted. Everything comes out, everything slams nice and tight. There's no resonance and there's no rattles whatsoever. You've got the sliding fridge system here. They've mounted a compressor just underneath here. It's so well put together. I'm hoping we'll have access via Buzz to some of this equipment in the future. Let's wait and see what happens. So what have we done to it? Well, loads. The most exciting part for me, obviously, is going to be the hi-fi. So that's what we've been really waiting to get involved with. And we've certainly got involved. So we have added a full DSP hi-fi to this car. It's only a 1 amp system, so there's not a massive amount of weight. There's no space taken up. We've gone for Audiofile Voce components because even though it's got a Hertz Dici speaker in it to start with, it's only a coax and it's mounted down in the bottom of the door. So we have stripped this door down, fully soundproofed it, which has been a lot of work, and added Audiofile Voce components. We've got the tweeter in this little gloss black panel here, and that is a feat all on its own. You've got no room for error there. We've actually made up jigs so that moving forward we can repeat this procedure over and over again. We've had to do all sorts of bits. We've had these, this grill here is held on by plastic welds. They weren't sufficient. We've had to take that off. We've had to re-weld behind there and find a better way of fixing this grill so it doesn't resonate. We've had to remove some of the material behind here. We've created a really tough baffle in there to mount the speaker, and it's got the most incredible front soundstage. So the sound quality is to die for. We've kept the factory hedge in it, obviously, and we've managed to integrate that using a DSP processor. It's an Audiofile Forza amplifier. So it's a multi-channel amplifier with a DSP, and it's got this really cool little controller here. Now, this controller enables us to turn up and down the bass and change the listening position, but we've also got one other really cool function. So our customer said he didn't like the way the volume control was here, and he found the steering controls a little bit tricky to turn the volume up and down, and he asked if we could have another volume control. So that's exactly what we've installed here. So this is now a master volume control. So when he's driving along, doesn't have to move his hands forward, just reach down, hit the master volume control. The next thing on the customer's wish list was a knee pad. So lots of people are complaining about the dash being really hard here. So we have fabricated this fiberglass mount, and we've padded it and we've trimmed it, and we've created a completely bespoke knee pad. How cool is that? We've installed some driver safety equipment. So up here we've got ThinkWare witness cameras. We've done a front and rear, so we've got a 2K camera in the front, a 2K camera in the rear. It's a pretty good bit of kit. We've added a Stinger VIP. So Stinger VIP, really clever bit of kit, tells you where all your speed cameras are, and it has lots of other clever features. Next to it, we've got the Target Blu Eye. So the Target Blu Eye 2, which is this little device here I've just switched on, this is emergency service vehicle detection. So this will warn you of fire engines, ambulances, any other emergency service vehicle that could be approaching. We're sitting here and it's picking up the fire station, which is just over there. So it's great for us that we're able to test these devices before they leave. We know they work. Now, with every Target Blu Eye, we install a valet switch. little switch under there, hit that, turn it off. So you don't always need it on. So if you don't need it on, you press a button, it disappears. That's really cool. Let's take you around and show you the subwoofer, because I skipped past that last time. So this is the subwoofer for the system. We've built it in on this racking. It's all bolted in using, you can see we've welded up some serious brackets there, and we've got some machine screws going into buzz brackets and stuff, so it's lovely and strong. We've actually made a cover plate here, so the subwoofer really looks like it's built in properly, and that produces a lovely amount of bass, but not too much bass. It's the right amount of bass. It's really tight and controlled. If you didn't have the storage system, the subwoofer can actually be mounted underneath the rear seat, unless you've got the twin batteries, which this vehicle has, and again, it's then got to come into the back. But it could be at the top there. If you didn't have the storage, you could sit down the bottom behind the seat. There's lots of options for the subwoofer, and of course, we've got custom options as well. I'll show you where the amplifier is mounted. So if we come back around here, tiny little amp down there. There it is. So that's the DSP amplifier, well out of harm's way. We've mounted it up in case, you know, if the vehicle ever gets wet and water rolls in here for some reason, if you're going crazy off-roading, it's not going to get the amplifier wet. We've also secured the vehicle with a ghost immobiliser, and of course we've added tracking, all the stuff that we would normally do. These vehicles have a load of interior switching, which is designed for aftermarket equipment, if you like. That was really great forward thinking, and we've utilised some of those switches. So for example, if I hit that switch there, we've got warning lights on the front. Now, I can't take you to the front of this vehicle without obviously taking a closer look at these, because if you're into your lighting, you'll know that these are the Lazer Sentinels, the 9-inch Sentinels. They are the most incredible, powerful full beam light you can imagine. They're absolutely stunning to look at. They're beautifully made. They come with a 5-year warranty. Lazer, if you don't know, is a UK-based company. They're superb to deal with, and they make incredible equipment. Now, the INEOS Grenadier has some rather weedy little spotlights down here. They look okay, but they're not amazing. We have mounted these on completely custom fabricated steel brackets. We've built all those in-house, quite a lot of work in there. They bolt down onto the chassis, and of course this vehicle's got the winch built in the front underneath the detachable cover there. So these are bolted to the chassis. They're steel, they're powder coated, everything's done in-house, and they are super strong to hold this light. But the customer didn't want to see the original light behind, so we've actually made ABS covers there. We've textured them to match the original paint and finish, and then we've coloured them, and they are just stuck in with literally a bead of silicone. So if you ever want to reverse a procedure, all this can come off, that pops off, clean the silicone off the front of the existing light, and you're back to factory standard. We've gone into the original circuit for the lights, but we've obviously added a relay because of the extra current that these draw, and they're all controlled in the same way that you would control the original lights from. How cool is that? We've also got marker lights on the rear. I won't show you because it's not that interesting, but I think you'd have to agree, this is a proper stunning vehicle. The sound quality of the hi-fi is incredible. Luckily, the factory head unit needs to give a pretty good output, and once that's put into our DSP, once we've processed that and we've configured the system and tuned the system, it's really, really impressive. Customer's on his way to pick it up. We've had it for a couple of weeks. When you do a new car like this, it takes a while to get it right, so I think we've had it for 2 weeks to get everything done, but I'm super chuffed with the way everything's come out, as our buzz and as our signature detail. What a cool truck. Definitely the coolest Grenadier, INEOS Grenadier I have seen so far. Thanks very much for watching. If you're looking to get some mods done to your vehicle, don't you know where to get in touch with us. Don't forget to follow our channel for more super content. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Thanks very much for watching.